Hello everyone, happy Monday. We made it to the beginning of the week. Hope you guys had a great weekend. It wasn't a terrible weekend, it wasn't a washout of a weekend. We did get some heavy downpours though, but Sunday was a little bit nicer depending on where you were. And today we're not really seeing much rain, and that's going to be the story for much of the week. There's still going to be rain in the forecast, just a few showers, a couple of heavy downpours in certain spots. We'll break down where, but not seeing a lot of rain. We have high pressure in control of our forecast. We're going to continue to see temperatures climb this week. So that's the weather story. It's going to be hot. And with the added humidity, those feel-like temperatures, the heat index will be a little bit higher than what the air temperature obviously will be. So we're going to talk about that heat. We're going to talk about some potential tropical development as well. We're not worried about anything right now, but it is tropic season. I want to show you what forecasters are looking at in some parts of the Caribbean. So we're going to have a nice little chat today. Probably not a long chat since it's looking like this outside. You can see Sarasota looking beautiful today. Barely a cloud in sight. This is facing south from our Van Wezel camera. But if you have any questions, please let me know and I will try to answer them. Just put them in the comment section below. And of course, let me know if you can hear me just fine. Give me a thumbs up if you can. And we will get on with the forecast here pretty soon. So that's a live look from Sarasota, and here's a live look around town. You can see a few clouds here and there, but mostly dry out there across the area. Pretty decent beach afternoon. Where's our Armature Works camera? I feel like once we get one camera finally working, another one goes down, which is frustrating. So I don't know where that camera went today, but it's nice everywhere. So it was a good day to get outside, get that afternoon or evening bike ride in, even though it's a little steamy. Hey Debbie again, good afternoon. It's a hot one. Jeff from Dunlap. Hey Jeff, how's it going? My buddy there. Jamie from Lecanto. Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. He says it's 99 degrees with a relative humidity of 61%. Let's chat about that heat, right? We have heat alerts. Not really here at this point. But check out that map. It is lit up. These are all the areas under some type of heat alert today, whether that is an excessive heat watch, a heat advisory, or an excessive heat warning, with heat warnings indicating that temperatures are well above where they're supposed to be and it could be dangerous. You see the areas in the pink? That's where the heat warnings are today, mainly that Mississippi Valley area, Memphis, parts of northeastern Arkansas, crawling up Kentucky, crawling up lower Illinois. It's just hot. Pretty much anywhere that you see shaded in orange, it's hot. And that includes some parts of the Panhandle too. The Florida Panhandle stretching kind of into northern Florida is under that heat advisory for today. We stayed under heat advisory criteria today, which is nice, but this could be us later on this week, because here's those temperatures. Here locally at least. Whew, that's hot. So today, high 92 degrees, still quite toasty, but tomorrow we're gonna get even warmer. 94 is our high, and then 95 degrees. We're gonna stay steady at 95 throughout the rest of the week. And you can see that's either hitting or getting really close to the record each day. So there's an opportunity for us to tie the record this week more than once, or break a record if we get higher than 95 degrees. That is a steamy, steamy week because we have the humidity over us as well. It was kind of some drier air over us too, slightly. But with that added-on humidity, of course, feel-like temperatures will be in the triple digits in many spots. So we could have a heat advisory go into effect later on down the line. So just we'll keep your eyes peeled for that. Just know this is not the week to stay outside for a long period of time. Make sure you have your water close to you if you have to. And take breaks. Go inside often. Going into shade often. Even the shade sometimes doesn't really help, but getting out of that direct sunlight does help for a period of time, especially if you're super active outside. So it's one of those weeks, and this is one of the reasons why, we have this heat dome, basically this ridge of high pressure. There we go, there's my colors. ridge of high pressure building across the south and the central United States. You can see pretty much everywhere throughout the country is dealing with extreme heat, hot days through the end of the week. So just because of this high pressure here, the air under high pressure sinks and compresses, and when that air compresses, it can heat up. So we're going to continue to see very warm temperatures, hot temperatures throughout much of the country. And you see at the beginning of the week here, Monday into Tuesday, those winds, those wind barbs are surging out of the south. That is that tropical moisture pushing into the southeast, into Texas, into Arkansas, Louisiana, all the way up into the Midwest. So you have air temperatures in the upper 90s, triple digits, but you add on the humidity, your heat index is going to be much higher than that. So that's why we have all these warnings and watches and advisories in effect for this week in regards to the heat, because we're not the only ones dealing with the toastiness. Most of the country is. You can even look well out to the west, Phoenix, El Paso, seeing temperatures well above 100 degrees this week. Jeff said he lived in St. Pete until 2007. And to my knowledge, I cannot remember a 100-degree actual temperature. And has it ever surpassed the century mark? No. We've actually gotten to, in Tampa, 99 degrees. We have not gotten to 100. Our temperatures across the Tampa Bay area are heavily influenced by the water in the Gulf of Mexico. So that tends to kind of cap us and keep us below 100 degrees. But we have gotten very, very close to it. It was either last year or the year before where we hit 100. I don't have my climate data right here ready, but we've gotten really close, but we never hit 100. So that's a fun fact, a fun Tampa fact for us. But we had to have some really, really hot days, and when you add on that humidity, it sure does feel like 100 degrees. So the air temperature is really nothing when you add on the humidity. For us, it's going to feel a lot hotter than that. So I'm trying to skip around here. So that's the main weather story for this week. And rain is still in the forecast. We have a small chance of it each day, but we're really not going to see as much as we saw on Saturday. We got some heavy tropical downpours then, but you can even see here on our satellite and radar, there's just not much activity. I'm going to zoom in on northern Polk County here. One of the spots where we're seeing a little bit of rain, and this is not really much of anything right now, just in that northwestern corner. Pushing in, you can see a couple of showers, this very, very extremely small downpour high up and just in the northern Polk, and there's a couple of showers offshore. I don't think that's going to push in here. We're very, very quiet across much of the area today, which is nice. But throughout the rest of the week, there's still a chance that we can get a few sea breeze driven showers developing across the area. So throughout the rest of the day, you can see not much happening, and especially in our inland spots, Polk County, Hardy, DeSoto, and Highlands, we can get a couple of showers there, but really nothing too significant, nothing severe either. Heading into Tuesday morning, looking good. You can see pretty quiet. You can see that counterclockwise circulation, or clockwise circulation there, counterclockwise low pressure. Clockwise circulation there indicates high pressure, just really in control, sitting right on top of us heading into Tuesday. So you can kind of see how there's not much rain out there as we head into our afternoon. This is Tuesday around 4 o'clock. Heading into 5 o'clock, you can still see pretty quiet. So Tuesday, not a big rain day for you. If we do see rain, the best chances will be in our interior spots. Then overnight, we quiet down. We head into Wednesday morning, more of the same, dry, quiet. Of course, with less rain, that means more heat. You can see barely any clouds in sight and barely any rain in sight. So our temperatures are going to continue to climb through the day. We have a strong sunshine blasting in here. And this is, I skipped way ahead. And this is heading into the afternoon. 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, you can see a few showers try to form inland here, meeting up with that sea breeze. A couple of the showers could push towards the coast as we get into the rest of our evening. That's Wednesday though. But still, if we do see any rain, it's going to be mainly after 4 o'clock and then lasting potentially into about 9 to 10 o'clock if some of these showers do bounce back towards the coast. And very similar for Thursday too. You can see starting out dry. A couple of showers are possible as we get into the afternoon. And so not a lot of rain at all this week. In fact, rain chances, go to the 7-day forecast here. We're at about a 30% chance each day. Tuesday, we're even pulling back to about 20%. 20% chance, that's isolated. All right, so you'll be lucky if you're one of the people who does get a nice little downpour at your home. But this is not going to be a widespread situation at all. Even all the way into the weekend, we get back to about a 40% chance. There is a better shot at rain. And this Father's Day, they need to move it over. But there's not really a huge shot at rain this weekend, but the rain chances go up a little bit more. So rain is really not the main weather story this week. It is that heat, so make sure that you are taking those necessary precautions if you do have to head out and deal with that. Now, talking about the tropics here. Nice little segue into what we're seeing out here. 13 days into the season. Very typical that we're starting to see a little bit of activity that's being monitored by the National Hurricane Center. Now, just in the Atlantic Basin, there's 2 other areas being monitored in the Pacific, but in the Atlantic Basin, and they're all around the same area. There's a reason for that. But there's this one area here, might develop off of the coast of Nicaragua or Honduras over the next few days. This area of low pressure has a 30% chance of development, and it's a very low chance that it does develop. And it's going to drift to the north. And it looks at this point it's not going to be much of an issue for any of us here. But still something that we have to keep our eye on. And even if it doesn't develop, it's packing a good bit of moisture, so heavy rain is possible for parts of Central America, Honduras, and Nicaragua. That's one country that's very hard for me to say. Nicaragua. I still can't say it. Sound crazy. That heavy rain is possible for the coast there over the next few days, but even if development doesn't happen. But that's our next potential. One of the reasons why we have something called a gyre over Central America, and this is common during hurricane season. This is counterclockwise area of rotation there in moisture. And so you have that, when you have that rising air, you can get low pressure to form, and that form can develop a little bit of spin. And if that happens, you can get tropical systems to form. So we're watching this area potentially, because there's actually 2 other areas off of the coast of Mexico and off of the coast of Nicaragua on the Pacific side that has a potential for development. The one off of the coast of Mexico actually has a high chance of development, so that could be the next tropical system for the Pacific. But the only one that we're watching here in the Atlantic Basin is right here. So that's what we're watching right now. Other than that, the tropics is pretty quiet, which is good, and it looks like we will stay rather quiet-ish over the next few days, which is good. I know I'm not prepared for any tropical systems right now. I know you guys probably aren't either, so we can keep it quiet as long as we can. That's great, but we are on track for another active season, so we'll see how long the quiet last here. All right, that is it for me. I'm going to give Natalie her computer back so you can get started with her forecast here. So if you have any questions, please let me know and I can try to answer them later down the road. Jeff, you are also very welcome. And hi, Joseph, Murph. Remember you calling yourself Murph here. You're playing golf on Saturday. I hope you have a good golf day. Hope there's no rain that impacts you. Any downpours that get in the way of the game. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty quiet, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy this one last shot of Sarasota with barely a cloud in sight. I don't see any clouds. I know you guys do. So it's a great day to get outside. Everybody taking advantage of it. Oh, hi, Doran says, watching right now from Placinia, Belize. Hello, Belize. That's fun. He said it's a rainy day with light winds off the ocean. All this rain are bringing us out of a drought. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Yeah, at least we're getting into that season when we are starting to see some more activity. In Central America, a little more moisture to work with. Of course, we don't want any flooding, obviously. We don't want any incredibly heavy rain that's catastrophic, but a little more rain is good. I hope you are enjoying your day down there. Hey Sharon said, yes, it was 104 and all the cars were overheating at the traffic light. I've seen 99 at 6 a.m. It has gotten rather hot in Florida. Yeah, I have to wait to see what the temperature readings are like. Or what the afternoon highs were today. That's what's recorded. But yeah, a lot of places did climb into the mid 90s today for sure. And it's only going to get hotter from here. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is looking like the peak heat of the week. And we're not going to see a lot of rain either. So that rain really does cool us down, even though it does come with a bit of a punch. Torrential downpours are never any fun, but that could bring a 94-degree temperature down to 77 degrees in a matter of minutes. So that's why we kind of like the rain, and we like the extra cloud cover sometimes because it really does help with the temperatures. But when you see days like this here, like in Sarasota, where it's just blue skies, you can kind of look in the distance at this time, especially this time of year. If it's June, you see blue skies out here in Florida, then you can just tell that it is a hot, hot day. And that's what we're going to see over the next few days. So head to the pool, cool off if you can. I don't blame you. Head up to the boat and take some water dips, even though the water is, goodness, just as warm. It's toasty in there too. But that's all that I have for you today. I'm going to be back tomorrow talking a little bit more about this heat. We're going to be watching the tropics as well. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will wrap it up here. Have a good Monday. Bye.